Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Condor Bushlore bushcraft knife. Hello there guys and welcome back. If you don't know already, this is an extension channel to my Kent Survival channel, which is where the main action happens. Here we just look at products and they're short and to the point reviews. Today is a special one. This is the Condor Bushlore bushcraft knife, and this is what gets most of my work done. Now this knife, I'm guessing I would call it a mid-range knife. A lot of people would start off with a Mora, which I have here for a comparison, and some people will move on to kind of a handmade knife. This is in that £60, $70 area, which is you know, a great upgrade from a cheaper knife. And you get them kind of looks of a more kind of handmade one. You get a leather sheath with it, which is very nice. You get this belt loop on the back. I have put a dangler on there, which, if I get that off, works great with it. It's by Castrum, another knife manufacturer. And this will go in your belt, and then there's your dangler. So I'll just take that out of the picture for the moment, and we'll look at the knife itself. Here we go. You can see this is a used knife. I've used this to build shelters, process firewood, carve, whittle, chop, make food, you name it, I've used this knife for it. Ferro rods, everything. Now for comparison's sake, I've got a Mora here. This one's like my fire one. I think it's the same as the companion. Oh, it's got some muck on it. Don't know what I did when I last used that. But you can see the similarities. I think this is 2mm thick. This is 3mm thick. Now I would say don't get too carried away with getting a knife that's nice and thick and chunky and feels really heavy in the hand. They're not as good for all tasks. Now sometimes you may forget, like your opener or whatever you need for a camp kitchen, and you might want to chop some food. This will still do that just about. Anything thicker is just going to send it flying. The steel is a high carbon steel. It's a 1075, if that means anything to you. I find this to be pretty perfect. I've heard other people get these and say the heat treat hasn't been great on them and they're a little soft. I find this to be great for me. It's not too hard to sharpen, and it holds its edge for long enough, I think. So maybe they could be harder, but you know, this seems to suit me just fine. Talking of the edge, that's a Scandi Grind, although if it's kept as a Scandi, with my sharpening abilities, we don't know. It's probably more a bit convex now. But a Scandi is just, you know, this bevel here to a sharp edge. There's no micro bevels or anything like that, so I find them very easy to sharpen and great to use. They do have more of a point on than this one. Let's bring that in. So they do have more of a point on than this, but a while ago I did bang this on a stone, cutting some roots in a hole I was digging. So a bit of a silly thing to do, but it's slowly getting back to a point as I sharpen it each time. So what else do you need to know about this? The overall length is 24 centimeters and the blade is 10.7. It's got a hardwood handle. It doesn't say exactly what hardwood, but this has been battened and everything, and you can see it's absolutely fine. It's not come loose or anything. The pins are good. No problems whatsoever there. The weight is 173 grams. I'll put any conversions up on the screen for you. It's a spear point. So that's just the shape of the blade. The back is good for doing a ferro rod. You can file it or sand it a little bit to keep that angle good. And by that I mean, there, you can use it as a scraper. You have a nice finger choil there. You can choke up quite well on it. I've done some minor carving with it. You can ignore these kind of markings on here. This is what happens if acid will hit the high carbon. I chopped some oranges with it not too long ago, but it's perfectly fine. I keep it oiled and sharp and it doesn't rust or anything. You can, interestingly, get these, I think with a different handle, black handle, but you can also get them as the blade only, with the full tang, so you can make your own handles as well if you want to do that sort of thing. But, you know, I love this knife. It does have sentimental value for me as well, as it was a gift. I'll show you a small montage of it in use, because I'm not going to do that here on this video. I use this knife basically daily, so I know what I'm talking about. I've had it about 3 years now. And that's it. There's not much else to say about this. The knife, the sheath, holds up well. I'd say add the dangler as well. I'll leave any links to these in the description that I can find. They may be Amazon affiliate links, which means I get a small commission, but you know, if you don't want to follow that link, don't. It's no more expensive to you or anything, it just helps the channel. Nothing else to say really. There's no jimping on there or anything like that. It's just a plain simple bushcraft knife that gets the job done. Right, so that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, guys. This one was quite a special one for me because, you know, this has been to other countries, it's been on hikes, treks, built shelters. It's done a lot for me, this knife. That's it. Thanks very much for watching. Check out my main camp survival channel so you can see more of this in use, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.